one of the things that I read about that I was like, okay, this is deep. You know, nowadays when there's sex scenes in films, they have an intimacy coach that comes around and makes sure nothing goes wrong. You know, nobody's touching where they shouldn't. But you had like a religious kind of like person on set, the kind of to do deliverances.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Because I read the making of Exorcist. I read the making of what was that Poltergeist, and things happen. Yeah. And I was not going to let things happen on my set, and also I needed it for me, and so we prayed before every. And there's those of us that don't believe in prayer. There were those that don't, and it was still okay. I think, Glenn, we brought you in and we prayed. You prayed, and was that your first time sort of experiencing that sort of experience too?
Praying in a circle on a set?
Yeah.
Yes. With somebody, with the deliverer who spoke in tongues sometime? Yes. Mm-hmm. I thought it was incredible.
Yeah.
But you would say, okay, we're going to pray now. Anybody want to come? We're going to do it now. You know, so everybody knew what we were doing, and they could choose to come or not, and it didn't matter.
Well, okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Monique.
So Lee didn't tell me that there was someone that was going to come to my trailer.
Oh my goodness.
To pray. So when he came to my trailer, he said, "I'm coming to pray for you." I said, "My husband already does that. I'm good."
Right. You was like, You was
I
like,
said, "No, thank you."
No. You was like, "I got Sydney. Don't come over here."
I don't know who this man is.
Right.
Imagine somebody
forgot to
saying,
tell
"I'm
Mo."
going to come pray for you." I said, "No, you're not."
That's what he came back and said. He said, she said no. Yeah. But it was really beautiful, and I think that we needed it, and it was needed for it was needed.
It was needed for the storytelling too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's deep, dark stuff, and you got to have some kind of release, and you got to have a safe space.
And even with that, there were still things that happened on the set. That was, my sister is in every movie that I've ever done as my good luck charm, and she was in the scene with Glenn in the chemo scene, and she's the one that sort of gave her attitude in the chemo scene. Girly.
Yes, Girly, we love her.
And 2 days later, after being in the chemo scene, she was diagnosed with lung cancer.
What?
Literally, my dog died on the set. When we were putting she was spraying the demon out. A fire extinguisher. It backfired in her face. It could have put her eye out. It was, and that's with all the prayer that we had.
I had to go to the hospital.
Why,
You
Monique?
did have to go to the hospital. That's right.
Because Mr. Daniels had me doing this scene, okay? And we outside. And it was the demon was supposed to be on top of the building. So they kept blowing Bev, at one point I'm like, Lee, do we have this shit? Because I can't breathe. They kept blowing. He was like, one more time. So when I got finished, right, my thyroid was a big, it was just sick. Oh, baby. I was like, what kind of shit is this? Yeah, so it was a lot of things happening with the Deliverance.